guys, I'm Patrick.
Hey, I'm Matt.
And welcome to Decentralize in 5. Today we're going to talk about the importance of Bitcoin and the blockchain.
Okay, let's start the clock.
So, the first thing I'm going to try and explain to you is that Bitcoin is a system that works through the blockchain that removes the need for a third party to give you verification of what you have. So, for instance, if you're a bank, you tell the people how much they have in their accounts. If you're Facebook, you verify what people have in their profile. Bitcoin is a system where we can exchange money without a person in the middle to verify what information we have.
Cool. So just a quick item on the current monetary system, the way it works. Essentially, the private central banks, they're not public central banks as we might think they are, they're private central banks. They create the money supply, but then alongside that money supply, they always create debt with interest. And the system is set up such that there's always more debt and interest than there is money. So therefore, we can never pay the debt off, even if it's a surmountable mountain that we've got to pay off. We still can pay off because there's always more debt than interest. So just to give you a quick idea, this is the US monetary supply from the year 1920, and they kept it. It was a good system for a number of years. They kept inflation in check with the amount of money printing they were doing. But since 2008, it's gone completely through the roof, and you see this repeated over and over and over again in many money systems. So of course, the more money there is in the system, the less that money is worth by supply and demand. The more money there is, therefore, the more price inflation you have. And this explains why the price of your bread every year goes up. So obviously, if the price of bread next year goes up a lot more than you expected, it's because they've printed a lot more money than you expected, basically, and therefore the value of the money's gone down. The Federal Reserve was created in 1913 during the Christmas holidays when all the politicians were away. It's called federal, but it's not federal, it's private. And basically, this, because of the money they're printing, what it means is your current account is worth, say, 20,000. Because they're devaluing that money by printing the money, the value of your money is therefore going down, i.e. you can buy less things with it. And because they print the money now and get that money now, that value that's deflated goes into their bank account. The value you lose to buy bread with, let's say, every year, it doesn't just disappear. It goes into the people who are making the money printing go on. So as a result, it's essentially a theft. It's a theft. It's a silent, slow, invisible theft of the people's value and transferring it to private bankers. And this is kind of the core corruption problem in the system. Very quick item. This is Bitcoin's money curve. So going back to this money curve, this is our dollar money curve. It's going the wrong direction. Bitcoin's curve is slowing down. So here you have 21 million will ever be printed. And currently we're about here, we've got about 16 million coins, and that's slowing down now, so it means that over time the price of Bitcoin should go up. I'll hand over to you, Patrick.
Exactly. Thank you, Matt. So a centralized system, as we can see on the left, you can imagine the big central bubble being a bank. And for one user to have a channel to speak or send value to the other one, they need to go through the central authority. This central authority is usually corrupt. They sell your information to people. They don't really care about you. You're just a customer and they make money off you. And on the right-hand side is basically the Bitcoin network and how that works. This is a blockchain, a decentralized network. This means that we don't need someone in the middle to help us verify information between us, essentially. And this is what has value. We keep the books, not the government. No one can tell you that this amount of money exists in the world today. No one can tell you how much money exists in all the banks. With Bitcoin, we know exactly how much exists at any time, and everything's on record, and we do it without central authority.
Cool. Do you want to discuss flipping the current system on its head?
Well, essentially, if we don't need anyone to provide us with this service anymore, then all the value that is generated in this service can go back to the users and not in the pockets of shareholders of big companies.
Yeah, it's basically that, right? I mean, it's really exciting times because you'll change the way we think about everything, and essentially, like Patrick said, the value will go to the users or the communities instead of to the central bankers or central owners. So
it's it. That's it. That's it. It's time. It's here. It's happened. It's under our feet. We don't even realize it's there. We don't need these guys in the middle ripping us off. We don't need them selling our information. We just don't need these structures anymore.
boom! 5 minutes. 5 minutes.